around. Or try to do that. There you fucking go. Wait, okay. We did that right. Alright. So we are watching police side here. Level 1, always make sure you get out your jungle entrances. Make sure you're not getting invaded. You don't want them to know your jungler's starting. Reason being, you don't want to know where he's ganking level 3, right? Or level 2. You want them to have as little information as possible when they start this game. So always watch your jungle entrances for your jungler. If they invade, that way you can know and let him know if they warded or not. Okay, we're gonna speed this up and get to laning. Nothing's gonna happen here. Alright, nice. W, just sit back until you have it up again. Her Q is going to be at a shorter cooldown than your W. Okay, you have W, you can play up. I would play more to this side since she has bush control. If she gets a Q plus auto and you just get a W, she wins the trade. Okay. Realistically, that's all you're looking to do early on in laning phase. I would ward this bush because it's going to push into your tower. Okay. Right now it's 237. We did not know if they leashed or not. I believe they were in lane. Jungler didn't show top at 3 minutes, so that lets you know they probably started top side and they're going to be down here. What is it? Oh, their jungler's Nidalee. They probably don't know how to jungle as Nidalee, so they probably lost a ton of health. And they're just, they're clearing all their camps instead of doing other things. Okay, that's too aggressive right there. We're gonna go back. Like this play here. Missing the Q, you instantly walk back. If you miss the stun, you don't even look to move forward because they will turn and kill you. If they knew what they were doing, they would have just killed you there. The best thing that you could do, if you do get in range, you want to start with your E. E into the Q and then W. That way your W gets a 25% bonus damage. And Tristana can just jump on the stun target then, and they should die instantly. You're going to save exhaust for the target that's not being focused. That way they can't trade damage back while you're killing the other person. In this lane, at this point, you can kill either target and get away with it. Okay, actually, let me clarify that. If you land the stun combo on Sona, you exhaust Twitch so you can kill Sona, right? If you land the stun combo on Twitch, you do not exhaust Sona to kill Twitch. Okay? Sona's just a lightly poke sustain champion. She doesn't have a lot of damage in this lane, so there's no need to exhaust her. It's only the other way around if you're focusing support at this point. The other thing is you need to conserve your mana. At all points in this lane, you should be sitting on enough mana to cast all 3 spells. You don't want to be below 3 spells mana. So 70, 70, 70, 50. You need 190 mana at all times. You guys see Vision of the River? Okay, at this point, you need to just recall. There's nothing more for you to gain here. You have no mana. You can't pressure this lane. They're going to sustain faster than your mana's going to come back. You can't do anything. So if you go back and buy, you can come back and hold the lane while Trist recalls. I want to see how long you overstay. You shouldn't be here. It's about 5 minutes you should have recalled. So at the 5-minute marker, you should have recalled, gone back, gotten a pink ward, upgraded your support item, gotten mana. That way you can come back and control your lane. Sitting there with no mana, you are a free kill. 100% of the time you're a free kill. You can't do anything to get away or trade damage. So you really have to just get out of the lane. You've got to leave. When you were sitting here with the gold to buy, you needed to go back a long time ago. Yes, if you are out of mana, you provide nothing for the lane. If you have no mana, you are useless in lane, so you have to leave and go get mana. So conserving your mana is the next thing that you need to work on. Make it a rule. Try poking with your W in lane twice. If you miss both those, wait for your mana to come back. The reason being, if you miss, you're going to need that mana in order to poke them down the next time, in order to get them to a point where you can kill them. So right now, you missed 2 W's. At this point, you should wait and get your mana back, and then try again. Well, you have enough for a full rotation at this point. You guys need vision. You've got to be buying pinks on these recalls. Italy is top. You know this now. You need a ulti. Yeah, that was pretty unlucky. The W was kind of late. You probably had time to react, but who is to know? Triss was just going to alter right there while you were comboing. So that could be hard to deal with. That's unlucky how Nidalee's kit works. Well, Dannar, okay, at this point, Dannar, the main problem you're having is you're leading with W. It's okay to poke with W, but I wouldn't all in off a W unless you get your passive off right away. Tristana kind of screwed that fight because Tristana jumped in when you only landed a stun and not your passive combo. You did have ulti, but you had not started that point. Like what you could have done there, seeing that Triss went in, Twitch was standing next to Sona while Sona was stunned. So you could have gone for the ulti off Twitch, but you were already backing away when Tristana went in. So that was really awkward on your AD carry to go in during that. Like, waiting for 1W before going ham. Okay, that should be free. Yes, EQW. I mean, you can do the WQE, but it is not as much damage. It is not as much damage. Like 25% more damage on the spell that you're maxing is pretty big. Okay, you've got enough for haunting, guys, or your boots. So right there, like that's really good poke. And then you get your W passive while you had Blaze on him. Nice. You get the explosive shot damage, pretty nice. And you guys get first blood tower. Now you're rich. It's kind of sketchy for you to clear that ward. This Twitch is probably stealthing up right now. Like that's why Sona's here. It should be why she's here, because if she did that on her own, that was really dumb. Wow, she did that on her own. Holy shit. Okay, so you got the 30 magic pin right now, you guys. You need to go back bottom, both of you. They're double pushing towards tower. So this is where you should be. Okay, they're not pushing, so you can be here. Objective timer. What is mid laner? Zillion. Oh, you're gonna get him! No, I didn't bounce! Okay, this one you need to be careful here. You are level 7, Twitch is level 9. So Twitch could come up and just murder you. Well, what does he have? He's pretty strong with that. Yeah, you guys can't do anything mid anyway. You should go back against the lane you were against. Top here is fine. Dragon timer's on 2 minutes though, and it is Ocean Dragon, which is pretty good. You don't want to be pushing out alone. This is too far. This is way too far alone. This is way too greedy. You need to be standing here until your ADC gets up here. Never walk up alone as support. Never. Especially in a 1v2 lane. Like when they showed 2 up here, you don't ever do that. I don't know if you checked that bush. You need wards up here. You have no wards. You guys shouldn't be extended this far. There's nobody on the map. Literally nobody showing. So once again, your mana is running really low. You're down to what? What is it? 235? 245. You do have a free spell. You guys really need wards out. At this point, I would ping Tristana's warding totem. You guys desperately need vision up here. You cannot play forward without it. Very nice. No, pushing blind isn't ballsy, it's just a good way to lose. This is a very good way to lose. Always try to establish vision. No, don't always try. Always establish vision or don't be there. Okay, Dragon is up. You guys need to get out of top lane. Need to reset and get to Dragon quickly. They have advantage over you on Dragon clear. They are coming off base now. You guys still have 8 seconds to recall. So they had no wards in here. You need to get, you've got the wards out there. You need one up here. Use the plant. Always use the plant if you see that thing there. Wait, you use 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If you're going to ward this and this, don't ward this little bush, right? If you have a pink, you can put the pink here, but you're going to ward this, this. I usually ward over the wall to watch for a little bit further, but you've got this here, which is nice. But you want that third ward for over here. Always save it for somewhere in here so you have vision of them rotating out of their jungle. So get rid of this, put it over here. Somewhere in there. You were a little slow on that combo. No, you don't want this. Yeah, you need to work on positioning changes. So what I mean about positioning changes, working on that. The enemy's gonna stutter step in fights, right? They're gonna cast an ability, they're gonna step, they're gonna cast an ability, they're gonna step, right? So you got juked because you threw all 3 of your abilities in the same spot, whereas he threw an ability, stepped, and it's just dodged all your stuff because of that. So you gotta start taking into account that they're gonna stutter step. They're gonna do that. That's a really good combo with J4. That was a really good combo by Orianna. You guys need more damage. Very nice. Oh, is he pissed you stole the fucking kill? Holy! Tristana, shut your face hole! It's okay, I would have taken the kill too. AD carries don't deserve kills. Alright, Baron's on the map, reset. You have a ward, drop a ward anywhere in here. No reason to hold on to this ward. No reason to be running around in here. I would have dropped the ward, like, right here. That way you can watch if they're coming up to the wall, warding over, you warding in the river. You get a lot more information by dropping the ward down here. You want to know if they enter the river or not. That way you know if you need to sweep or not. Okay, you do have pinks here. They're pretty low. You guys could do the Baron. Yeah, I'd be running up there starting Baron. They had two people relatively low. Really need to get your combo out somewhere. Okay. You got your ulti off, but it didn't even hit him. Whoa, moving screen. Dragon, Cloud, Drake, not really that important. You got waves push, get the tower, reset recall. Is that your pink? I believe it is. What you can do in that situation, Dannar, is you can flash REQW. The reason for flash RE, so you're gonna R. And as soon as your R hits the first target, you immediately E. That way, the stacks from your passive spread immediately to anyone around them. And then you QW, and at that point, you don't care if you die because you blew your load on them. If they die from it, that's up to them. But you've done all that you can do. So, flash RE, QW, and then run for the hills or fall over. But that is what you should be looking to do. You could have gone for their backline. Like, always in those fights, when your team is hard engaged like that, and you have an opening to flash the backline, you get to that backline. And just blow it. Blow it. Blow the shit out of it. Like, there were bombs here, but you could have flashed in. Sona had already used her ulti. Like, the hesitation at that point can cost you the team fight. Whatever. Don't be the first one to engage, though. Like, don't be the first one in. Follow up, great. Follow up, fucking fantastic, but don't be the first one in. Like, the reason you wait for follow up, once they pick somebody, they're gonna cluster so that they can all reach that person around a similar range, right? So they're all gonna be close together for your kit so that you can get off all of your damage, or a lot of your damage. So Brand is like the counter-engage king. This is just pure Fiesta down here. You guys can't do shit. You could try to set up a pick on their way across, because they might try to do Baron here. But I would set up, like, right here and just wait. You've got vision to see them coming over. Or you can go up here and wait. You do have that pink there that you could play around. Or try to do that. There you fucking go. That was close. The exhaust saved your life. He didn't heal. You get 1100 gold. You can go back and just start working on, what do they have? They have no MR. None whatsoever. That on Italy, but that's it. So not really necessary to recall. You are fine here. You guys need to group up. Camille split. Do they have TP? They do not have TP. It looks like they TP'd bottom. Which, apparently this ELO people have yet to realize the TP is so that they can group back up, not so that they can go to a side lane. You run to the side lane and you TP back to the team when they need help. The other problem here is that she is splitting against Shen. Not against Shen, but the opposite side of Shen. However, it doesn't matter. You've got the advantage. You've got Baron, so him splitting up here doesn't do shit for them. You guys will always push faster with Baron minions. Very nice, the Wombos. Oh boy. You guys should be able to get two here. Get bottom and mid. No, except the wave stopped. Oh, this is what happened. You guys stay here. You overstay. And then you try to take more. But you can get one. But I would have gone for two inhibs instead, because they're coming up. Okay, so at this point, you are ahead of them in the Magic Pen game. You need to be building a Void Staff before they get Magic Resist. Sona's got a Chalice. Shen has this thing, Spectre's Cowl, words. Alright, you need to be careful walking in here. You do have Exhaust, but you don't know where Twitch is. At this point, Twitch has 3 items and he would murder you fairly quickly. These yawns are killing me. So you need to be pinging this. Your team's not here. Nobody's here. You are pinging. Don't give it. Yeah, don't give advice to players in game. You've got to think of every player in game as a defiant child. Whatever you tell them, they will do the opposite. You hurt their feelings for telling them they made a mistake. They will not admit it. They will just do the opposite out of spite. Oh Yeah, that situation was rough. As soon as you saw Trist int, you should have just left. Like, don't even try to help in that scenario. What? What are you doing, J4? Oh no. What are you doing, team? You see what I mean, though? If you die in solo queue, immediately upon death of the support, your entire fucking team will go in. They will go in, because they have no idea what they're doing on their own. They have no idea. You have to be the one guiding them around the map. Okay, you've got Baron in a minute. You need to get wards around Baron. You've got to be the one leading these fucking potatoes, man. You gotta lead the potatoes. If you are not here, they will int. You gotta be pinging them around the map, 100%. Okay, you've got a couple wards. I like that. This is okay. If you're gonna do the Baron, I prefer having a ward in here. So I would put a ward like there, right here, so you can see the backside and in the bush. You've got a little bit for it. Midwave needs to be held while you do this. That looks good. That was good. Oh! Oh, they had it fucking warded. Rip. Twitch the fun champ. Yeah, at this point, Twitch is executing your whole team. He's pretty big right now. Yeah, Dannar, once again, it's that stutter step, man. Like, they're moving while they're using abilities, and you're throwing everything in place, assuming that they're not going to move. So your next step is to assume that they're going to move, and you need to rotate your abilities in the direction that you know that they're going to move now, right? Like, that's your next step forward in climbing. You've got to predict the stutter step. Okay, you can melt this shit. E, QW. E, or QW, is fine. As long as W is not your first spell. Okay. You guys need a group is 5. What dragon is it? It is Elder. Your ulti didn't hit, but you did get the Twitch. What? She reached all the way over there? She could have gone here and then in. Who's dead? Shen and Nidalee. Oh, and Twitch. You got 3 dead. You just gotta get a wave pushed here. You can take, should get 2 inhibs off this. If not, it looks like you're about to win. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think there's any way Zillion and Sona can hold. His bombs are down. He's free engaged now. There's only one. Yeah, this is over. And GG. So nice plays there. You gotta make sure that you're getting your damage on the back line. That is the important thing. Don't be the first one in. Make sure you're following up. So once their engage goes in on your team, you counter engage on their back line and throw everything at them. So that is exactly what you need to do in fights. You are controlling the game with vision control and pinging objectives. So you're doing that correctly. Your build, you need to change your build though. They're starting to stack MR. And it looks like you were probably going for either Death Cap or Ludens. I do like Ludens with the brand build, but get the Void Staff. Stay ahead of the pen game. Don't let them get stacked on you to make you.